Good morning, everybody. Man, those turned out really nice. Kind of chilly this morning. Past couple days been a little warmer. I'm gonna have to turn that heater on. All right, well, I think today I'm going to tackle the driver's side. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and clean these holes up. As I pulled the bolts out, they were a little stiff. Come on, get started. A couple of the bolts didn't look all that great. I don't know if I got any more of the actual door bolts around. That are worth saving, that is. So that might be on the list. If the fender wasn't on there, it'd be easier, but I want to kind of keep it on there so I can align everything. There we go. Had a rough spot. Yeah. All right, that one's clean. I'm going to pull it out and go to the next one. Looking at the bolts, I'm not impressed with them, so I'm just putting standard bolts in it until I can get some correct bolts for it. Now I'm going to chase these threads too. I always look in here when I'm using a used door because a lot of times the structure will crack. These look good. Yep, that one's got some boogers in it. If you don't chase the threads, you will have issues with the bolts golding up in there, and it can be a nightmare. I do that after paint too. It's like an epoxy sealer. That's going to be fun to sand. Here we go. Maybe. Come on now, line up. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some adjustment. Why ain't you like that? Okay. Alright, top hinges adjusted on, or set on there. Right there, should be lined up. All of them but one. Why ain't you wanting to line up? Okay. tap that hinge up just a little bit. That did the trick. All right. Now what I do, I'll bring you around this side. You're tired of looking at the outside of the door. Now what I do is I'll cinch the first bolt, but I'll move that door to where it's out. That way it doesn't come in too far and hit. It's out all the way. And yeah. There we go. Okay, now I got to get a ratchet. I lost my ratchet wrench. I've been looking for it for 3 days. All right, snug, and then I back it off just a little bit. Snug, back it off just a little bit. The PB blaster's got my fingers lubed. Everything's slickery. way too far in for one thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbolt it. You gotta do it the right way though. Come on now. Doing it blind side. There we go. I'm gonna leave that adjusted right there because that's pretty darn close. Get up in there and loosen that hinge. pretty darn close right there. Don't know why it's hitting that lip. That's better. Now it looks like the front's got to go down just a buzz. The back looks really good there though. That gap looks pretty even all the way. Looks like I can go in at the top, just a hair, or out at the bottom. It looks like out at the bottom, because that gap looks good. Okay. Let's try the bottom first. There's Dean.
There's Dean.
How's Mr. Dean today?
Good. What you doing?
Lining some 60-year-old doors. The door is close. I just got a phone call. I've got to run back to Dayton, and hopefully I will be back in time to finish aligning that and maybe start on the rocker. If not, I will continue this video later. All right, I gotta get to Dayton. Good morning, everybody. I went out to my storage unit. I do have a driver's door out there, but the latch is messed up and there is no door panel. So yeah, I'm just gonna use it like this. I'm gonna set you up here. All right, if I hold it in, that rubber's holding it out. If I hold it in, check my gaps, I've got 3/16, 3/16, just a fuzz under 3/16. If you remember right, that's the way the other side was. So the door is right where it needs to be. This shape and this shape are just a little bit different, and I don't understand that, because here we're pretty good. Right here it's out. I just think it's in the stamping of the door. But okay, I guess what I'll do, I'm gonna get this fender off of here, because this side I got a little bit more work, I believe, up under. I don't know, but it's only these bolts here and that one below. I'll get that out of the way and I'll start on this side. Don't look too bad. Well, I guess the first thing I need to do is get this stuff emptied out so I can start cutting. Well, the hardest part is getting started. Once you get started, it goes fairly quick. Trying to decipher the best route to go is always fun. I think the first thing I need to do is get this rocker out of the way. Looking at it, I think the inner rocker's in good shape, but down in this track right here is gone. So, do I want to go ahead and replace it? I don't know yet. I'm gonna wait till I get the the rocker panel off so I can see the inside of the inner rocker. Yeah, getting started's the roughest part. Alright, I want to check something here. It looks like this rocker's been replaced at one time. It looks like some weld there and some weld there, and it's not lined up with the factory quarter, so I'm going to look at that. I'm going to get the chisel and get this area out of the way. Ew. Yep. Look better on the outside. That's why you got an undercoat. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Just like I expected. Up underneath looked really good. Inside, you can see it's almost through. So I'm gonna be making an inner rocker on this side too. And since I'm doing an inner rocker, I'm gonna go probably right here forward. That way that is nice and even, just like I did the other side. And then I'll continue the floors up from there. But I gotta get the rest of this off here. I'm destroying it now. Come on, get in there. Yep. All right. Time to go to the other side. Yep. Just as suspected. Actually, the lower don't look too hateful. Let's It would help if I tightened that down, but you see what I just did. I'm lazy. There we go. All right. I need a lower A pillar. Dang it. And I don't believe I got one. But I have a customer coming through Restoration World. I'll bet you he would pick it up for me. Let me look, make sure there ain't one here. I don't believe he did, but I'll check. Well, until the A pillar comes in, I'm gonna go ahead and start the rest of this part. Let's see what we got here. I think I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get this inner rocker made. To match. I'll get this cut out of the way and then I can go ahead and do the kick panel. Get that in place. And then I'll do the floors. All right, let's go. Over, down, back, down. All right, let's make this one 1 inch. We'll make this one 3/4. One and 3/8. And 4. By 40 inches. All right, that will get all this up to this point. I need 7 1/8. Just double checking. All right, so 7 1/8. By 40. All right, we need 4 inches. Bent down. And then we need 3/4 up. Nope, that's wrong. Come on, guys. He didn't help me out here. Can't hardly see my pencil marks here. 4 inches up, then 1 3/8. Thought something looked a little funky. And then 3/4. And should leave 1 inch right there. Yes, sir. All right, you ready to go to the break? What do you think there? I think that'll work just fine. Okay. In order to put this panel in here, I need to get those two bolts out. The front ones are out. That holds on the lower fender bracket. I need to get these two bolts out, which bolts this piece, the inner rocker, the kick panel, I believe. Nope. Yeah, the kick panel and the front cab support. They're all sandwiched right there. So I need to get these bolts out of the way, and then I can cut this, get it slid up and out of the way. But I've got very, very little oxygen left. And if you look at these bolts, yeah, they are not happy. So I am going to cut those flush. That way I ain't trying to pull grime and dirt and everything into it. And then I'm going to heat it up the best I can with what oxygen I have. Okay. I'll just use the kick panel for a shield. That worked out like a dream. Okay. Get the torch fired up. This thing always fights me the first time I fire it up. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and get the bottom one first. I'm going to get it nice and red. I want to try to get it on the first try. I'm not worried about distorting anything because of where it's at for one, and another thing, all of it's getting replaced. All right. And there we have it. It's a little warm, guys. All right, let's see if the second one will work. This one I'm gonna have to get up under here so I can see it. Ow! Going the wrong way there. And there's the second one. All right, now the back ones, I'll do the same thing. right, let's see if we can get this one. Yeah, I can get it. If I can keep my ratchet on it. Yeah. All right, it's loose, but I'm not gonna grab it. It's hot. All right. Oh, that one's a little tighter. Come on now. There we go. Oh, that one's out. And that one's out. Come on. I don't want to lay on you. Just stay over there till you're cool. All right. Those are out and those are out. Now I can get this cut off. All right. Now that those are out of the way, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to leave this. It's still good up here. So I'm going to cut it about right in here and up just on this side of that bend. All the way up to there, including the cab support. I'm going to go ahead and get it out of my way so I don't have to deal with it. It would help if I turned it on first. Burning undercoating. Okay. It looks good. I'm trying to keep the A-pillar on there for location purposes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the air chisel and just separate those two. That's better. All right, be right back. Full. See, that gives me all kinds of access in there. And now this goes in just like that. Of course, it's got to go that way. Like that. And as long as you line these holes up, you're good to go. All right. This is all solid up here. Okay, that's got a weld on it. Now, get over here and look at this side. Okay, I like that. Cut that out. Cut that out, man. My wire must have come off. This is the one that keeps throwing the bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Would you look at that? Just look at it. What's holding you out? Oh, there's some more junk in there. All right. That's all good. That's all good. Okay, I need... to get his dimmer switch out of the way. I don't want to damage it. What? Yeah, just like I thought. They never line up right there. It's close. Ow. They got to. Come on, time. Okay. I'm blowing holes. Okay, now that that's in place, I need to test fit and drill this. Okay, I like that. Back here, I need to do some trimming. That'll look good. Okay, I need to get the back trimmed and then come up here and nib that corner right there. Once I get that corner nibbed and the back trimmed to where it'll set down, I can clamp it in place and mark my hole. Well, apparently when I pulled my grinder cord, you guys spun around and missed all this. Wasn't even watching. like every bit of that. Should I go ahead and tack that on? That work? Okay. Well, apparently, when I pulled my grinder cord, you guys spun around and missed all this. Wasn't even watching. I like every bit of that. Should I go ahead and tack that on? Oh yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Tripping over everything, guys. Yeah, buddy. I like it. Now I gotta drill my holes up front. Okay. That hole I'm going to end up plugging. I got to replace this lower A pillar, but I want the holes located. These two and this one is, where is it at? This mount goes right there on this side. So these holes need to all line up. And I just drilled through the rocker, inner rocker that I just put in there. That hole and the original A-pillar bottom line up. So I just drilled in between. All three pieces are right here. Now I'm gonna open that up. Yeehaw! Ow! Okay. Now there's another twist to the story. And these holes never line up. Once I put that cab support up in there, that hole and that hole is right here. So that means, I'll bring you down here. You got the A-pillar, the inner rocker, the kick panel, and the cab support all sandwiched right there. So what I like doing after they're all lined up, as long as I can, I use factory locations. Some trucks are totally rotted away and you can't. But as long as I got one piece that lines up, that I can make sure everything else lines up, I'll get it all put together. When I'm done, I'll take a 1/4 inch drill bit and I'll put a hole there, one there, and one there, and I'll go all the way through. All 4 pieces, and then I'll plug weld. That's all spot welded together at that point. Hopefully you guys are following along on that, but hey, yeah, these holes here, I always just pull them up tight. I drill the bottom one, I pull them up tight, and then I plug weld again the cab support holes and all the way to the A-pillar. Never go anywhere. Okay, so now the next step, that cab support comes across right here into somewhere in here. What I'm gonna do, I gotta trim this. I left that go on up under, but I don't know if you can see it or not. Right here, it curves up and flat. I need to get this out of the way because the floor pan comes over like this, down and under. So trim this out of the way, trim it up, and then I can come in here and cut this floor around the cab support so I can replace it. Once I get the cab support cut out, cleaned up, and tack that in, see that cab support comes over all the way to the side. That's why I got to clean this out. Once I get the cab support clamped in place, then I can do the floorboard, and it comes up to about right here. So yeah, you got to make sure you do it in order and just keep moving. I'm getting tired. It's been a rough week this week. I think I'm going to tackle that in the morning. I got a customer coming up from down south, I think Virginia, and he just texted he's almost here, so I got a bunch of parts to unload and discuss with him his project. And then I think I'm gonna go home, get me some rest for a change. All right, guys. Till tomorrow, have a good evening.